welcome to what I'm optimistically calling the final episode of the Au Contraire Karling dynasty. What are we doing? Well, we've only got the tiniest little bit left, actually, to get of Rome right now, so not a huge amount. They've actually managed to get the whole of the Nile Delta. He actually did it, the madman. Roy Robard of Missa has done half our job for us. All we've got to grab now is the rest of the Levant and obviously the rest of Anatolia there, and we're done. Speaking of which, our vassals last episode grabbed us most of Anatolia, so we've got very, very little to do. What the hell? This is great. Well, we do have, alongside becoming the Emperor of Rome, becoming the Paulician Patriarch. Don't ask me why it's called that. We need 1,000 piety. We need to not have a regent, so that's just going to happen naturally over the course of the next couple of years. Then we also need to have a holy site, although that is ticked, so I don't know why. I guess we'll wait and see, but the holy sites are as follows. We've got Alexandria, Rome, and Antioch. So, realistically, as one of the final things we could do, grab Rome, seize it from the Pope, and establish ourselves as the religious head and the total control emperor of the Roman Empire, as I believe we've abolished. We haven't abolished Count's power. The reason we did that is for King's Peace, which actually we might need as well in a minute. So we'll keep that one enabled for now. We are Paulician, which is an apostolic heresy. People, however, don't give a shit. It's religious differences -6, because it's the same religious group, but it's not a heresy of Catholicism, so they don't care. It's no different between, Catholic and Orthodox. It's the same what they think of us here. Let's not take pledge peace to vassals. So the first thing I want to do with this dude, then, is actually try and find a good wife for him. So we're going to type in the words prodigy, as I generally do with every female character we find in this game. Women, married, no, perfect. Right, okay. Let's take a look, see what we've got. In fact, I saw by age, shouldn't I, really? She looks okay. Diligent, humble. We've got her, brave, erudite, gregarious. Generally, I'm looking mostly at their stats. Firuz also won't come to our court, which is a little annoying. She's fruitful. That's not going to happen. What do we go for her? Why don't we go for her? Because she is, what's her opinion, 26? Well, there's no reason not to go for this one, I guess. Right, send gift. Invite to court. She'll say no. She is Sunny, whereas she is Catholic. That might be something worth considering. Is she related to she's related to a baron. I don't know if a baron would give... Okay, won't consider offer from infidels. I don't know if baron applies to the buying favour move to court. If she stands in line to inherit titles, she's not... Or if she's related to a lord, generally you're not allowed to invite them to court. It's not as if spending the 40 gold to test is going to break the bank or anything, so I'm going to do it. And we'll sort of see if she agrees to invite to court. No, we can't, because she is the close relative of a ruler, even though she doesn't stand to inherit any titles. Right, okay. We could try you then. Keelio. She's also not related to anybody. She barely has any family at all. She has a brother who looks like to be... He's currently in the process of being eaten by a wolf. So I guess she'll have no family by the time we've done with this. Right, let's invite her to court. They are going to say, thank you. Excuse me. Thank me. Well, we did get the noise to suggest that we also got a new trait there as well, so I'll have to take a look at that. Invite to court. Yes, perfect. She'll do. Right, what was that trait we just got then, my guy? We've got ambitious, gregarious, humble. Was it humble? I don't remember. It might also be stress, because I genuinely do not remember at all. Last childhood trait we've got here is idolizer, which can become zealous or erudite or frail. Fingers crossed we get either of the first two, because both of those I think would be pretty appropriate. She is in our court. Welcome. And then let's arrange marriage between... Oh, we can demand religious conversion, which one she'll say yes. We'll start off with that. There you go. You can become the Roman Empress. Is that the right word? Imperatress? If you convert, obviously she's up for it. Do you want to gain 1,000 gold or gain 300 prestige? Well, if we take the gold, we can immediately convert that into piety by donating to holy orders, or at least I thought we would be able to, but of course we're a different religion, so absolutely we cannot. Embrace the Alexandrian school. Those with advanced learning in Eastern churches tend to lean towards one of the two schools of theology. The Alexandrian school emphasizing the allegorical interpretation of scriptures and tends a more pragmatic approach towards the advancements of science, though it can lead to conflict with the zealous. Okay, interesting. Is there any way to very quickly get a shit ton of piety? Or are we just going to have to wait for it to tick up? I mean, it will tick up naturally at a fairly good speed anyway. We're getting 13 a month. So we only need 1,000. So what is barely... I can't do the math off the top of my head, minusing it all out and timesing it out by 12 to get the years. But it's not going to be long. Let's put it that way. It's really not going to be much time at all. There's also a couple of events we could obviously pursue to try and increase that as well. We could immediately go for, like, what do you think? Maybe, like, theology focus, just to help... Maybe also get, like, patient, diligent, anything like that would also help out a lot. Malta prospers. Well, that's great news. I don't really care. How old until we're no longer having a region? Okay, like 2 more months, 3 more months. We're good. August, September, October. Yeah, 3 more months. We're fine. We've got the realm is good. The vassals love us. I'm trying to think, is there anything else we want to do here before we assume power? Probably not. I'm realistic. When we assume power, the vassals are going to like us more anyway because it's going to give us more decisions. We can tidy up some of the realm. Boom. What education do we get? This is a real important question. Naive of Pisa. We came out of naive of Pisa. And we get the trait frail. This is going to be our emperor, is it? To be fair, ever since what, like, ever since I would say Emperor Ocontre II, we sort of went up with Emperor Ocontre III. He was incredibly good. And then it's sort of going downhill. Emperor Ocontre the Ruthless, stats sort of dropped, became very stewardship focused, but that's partially because he's Midas touch. And then it's dropped even lower with this dude, who, don't get me wrong, has good stats. It's just his education came out pretty poorly, huh? Right, let's have a son. First and foremost, I think that's the important one. So we're going to... Oh, hang on. That doesn't give fertility. Oh, does it give an invisible 20% boost? I never remember. We're going to do it anyway, because it, you know, would be fairly ideal. Right, how do we want to get some piety quickly? Because I think if we ask the Pope to crown us, he's basically going to say, absolutely not. We'll try it. I already rule in the Holy Roman Empire, but receiving my official Paulician coronation will legitimize my standing to my vassals. It's now time to begin planning what is sure to be a lavish ceremony attended by all. I don't think any of those words in any of that order makes the vassals like us, but that's fine. I look forward to it. I think all our vassals are going to be very annoyed by this, to be completely honest with you, but we can give it a go. I guess we'll just crown ourselves. So that's fine. Nothing to worry about. Pope doesn't like us. 51 opinion, considering we have religious differences. Oh, he's also a zealot. Well, he is the Pope. That would make sense. Send him some gold. We can't even, like, buy indulgence, can we? Because there's no religious head. Man, that sucks. This guy wants to perform the ceremony. It is one of the only bishops left who is Paulician. In fact, he may be the only bishop left, so we're going to allow it. We will embrace the emerging Sicilian culture. Oh, because we're Greek. Wait, what? Oh, no. That's why. The province is Greek, and we are a Latin culture, so the combination of that is Sicilian. It seems a bit pointless. I think we'd lose our cultural retinues doing that. So I'm definitely not going to do it. I don't think Sicilian... Well, maybe Sicilian is Latin. You won't lose it at that point, but I don't know if that's how it works. I, au contraire, the Karling dynasty, with the blessings of the Lord, do hereby rightfully assume the crown of the Holy Roman Empire. With those words, does he become Emperor of the Holy Roman Empire, in truth. Man, it's so much easier not being a Catholic, huh? Obviously, we don't get the crown by the Pope thing, and it reduces Imperial Decay, which the other one doesn't do. Now, the thing is, we can't wear the Rights crown, can we? Because we're not Catholic, which is pretty significant, I'd say. Means we're losing plus 10 Temple Vassal Opinion. We have to be Catholic. Yep, that kind of sucks. We have to publicly follow Catholic or Fraticelli, neither of which we do. We can equip our Silk Shroud, because we don't have that turned on right now. Let's get rid of these other learning-based books I wanted to equip to try and help out our education, which clearly worked very, very well, judging by our extremely crappy education. Right, so we've got that one equipped, we've got that equipped. The Au Contrariat is fine, I guess. Where's the other learning book? I can't find anything. This goddamn treasure is a mess. We could go with the history of the Unguan. I don't know if that's how you say it. It gives 5% fertility, so we're gonna quickly get that one too. We've got room for one more book, so we might as well go for the Karling cookbook or something just to get a vassal opinion plus 3, sex appeal plus 5. Done. Sold. All right. So, the plan is as followed. Number 1, I guess we could search for a smith. That couldn't hurt, seeing as we could do with the tier 4 crown now, couldn't we? We've got a tier 3 crown. We've got enough gold. Let's just do it. It's only going to cost us 3,000 gold to go. We've got enough for 4 goes, and it goes on cooldown anyway, so we're not even going to be able to spend it that quickly. Let the festivities commence. One of our kings refused it. The Pope agreed to come to the coronation. Interesting. You see that right at the top there? The Pope agreed. That's really, really good. So this is a different coronation event chain from the, obviously, the base game Catholic one, which is not really much of a surprising. Thank you, Yolandi. Much appreciation of you coming to the feast, saying something nice. Chance of us becoming friends with Duke Goshulk of Ungarn. I assume the opposite is true as well. I assume there's a possibility of becoming rivals as well. Chance is more than sufficient. We're not going to upset our prodigy wife. Along with the Emperor, thank you. Court faction improved, 100 prestige, 590 piety. We still need to take Rome. And I feel like that might piss off the majority of our vassals if we do that. We could start proselytizing or demanding religious conversions, but that might get a little messy. Stewardship plus 3. I kind of want to go theology, try and get some good traits out of it, to be honest. So crown, I assume... Oh, that gives vassal opinion plus 10 anyway. Man, all of our vassals love us, even though we're a completely separate religion. We're just too powerful. Like, this artifact game has been too strong. This is what happens if you play tall. Nothing displays authority like fine jewelry, I agree. Spare no expense. Let's spend 2,000 gold, and then if we get lucky, we'll get our tier 4 armor for an extra 1,000, or tier 4 crown, which is exactly what we need right now, seeing as we lost our really, really good other crown. Okay. To my knowledge, we have to pick this one. And if we pick this one, then it's helps move the event along and gives us, I believe, don't quote me on this one, a higher chance of succeeding with that. So we're going to go and study penance. Our wife has the world's fanciest hat. Must be this thing, whatever the hell it... What is that supposed to be? That's a weird dog. Excellent. Thank you. Right. We're home. What do we get? Come on. Oh, this is good. 20% chance diligent. 20% chance of... Oh, sorry, temperate. 10% chance diligent. Neither. Fantastic. 10 out of 10. We get some piety, though, which is obviously great, because we're going to need that for converting the religion. So, the final thing left is war with the Seljuqs. What have they got? 48,000 men. We have 21,000 men in just retinues alone, so I feel like this might be a very, very easy conflict. I would really love just to be able to call our vassals in, but no, I am going to have to manage this somewhat. Has anyone around here got good supply? 62,000 Alexandria, or we've got, what about, like, Cairo or something? Cairo's, it's Giza. Cairo's somewhere around here. There it is. 35,000. Yeah, what we'll do then, we'll put a rally point in Alexandria, and we'll put a rally point in Constantinople. That way our army's primed either side to just basically move in as quickly as possible. Okay, so let's go Constantinople, and let's also go Alexandria. Right, that's good. Fleet levies. Would it be quicker to just put them on boats and move them over? I mean, absolutely it would, but we're going to do basically what we did as well with that. So Constantinople, Alexandria. We'll split them up. We'll move them in. I would rather do this rather than micromanage armies for the entire episode, because I think that could get very dull very quickly. We've got a big war ahead of us. Invasion on the Seljuqs. We're going to try and grab everything we can. We could also grab this little bit of Crimea as well. That'd be pretty incredible. Declare war. Invasion of... Now, what are we after? We probably want to go invasion of Anatolia. Which is what? Where exactly? What do they call that? Oh, shit. It's like many different kingdom level titles, isn't it? Okay, so Nicaea, Room. I guess it would be Room for the most part. Oh, Nicaea is also quite large. Room seems like a good choice. Or we go for El Sham, which is what we need to finish off our... the Levant as well. We've basically got to grab everything... I mean, we've got to grab a lot, haven't we? How big is Al Jazeera? Pretty sizable. What about Room then? Let's take a look. It's fairly small actually. Nicaea is majority ours anyway. Although we do have the South Coast also counts as that. It doesn't really matter. It's an invasion cast spell. I just want to make sure that we're definitely getting the war goal we need just in case things go horribly wrong. Like if there's some freak accident, our character dies or something. I don't know. Okay. So we're gonna go to war for. We're going to go to war for Room, just because that'll cut a nice swath through the middle there. Or do we want to take Al Jazeera? Honestly, that's kind of tempting. We do need all of this as well, and that's quite a large... In fact, that would cut them off completely. The Seljuqs realm will be pushed right back south here if we took that. Let's do it. So we've got to make sure we invade all of this. So all of this is part of the war goal. All of this is the war goal. And then this will just get when we hit 100% war score, so let's not even bother going for that. Even though the war goal will obviously give us more... oh, no, Crown of Majesty. Shit, that doesn't count. Okay, that sucks. We've already got Crown of Majesty, haven't we? Yep. Do we even get a second copy, or do we just not even get it? We get nothing. Unless it hasn't ticked through. No, we just don't even get it. Really? Seems a little bullshit. Okay, let's do it, team. So, raise the troops. Raise the troops. There we go. Okay, so again, just sieging. That's the important thing right now. Just getting as many provinces sieged in Anatolia as we can. Obviously, the Levant as well. This is going to be a heifer of a war. This is going to be a very long boy. Right, Gottfried. We're going to put these boys in charge of the retinue as we would. What's our marshal like? 15? Could be a lot worse. Could be worse. So I'm actually going to leave him there. Oh, God, of course, we've got siege assaults as well to deal with, which is fantastic. This is going to take ages, huh? This is going to take many, many, many years. Alright, fine. You guys might as well just start sieging. There's enough troops there that I would be comfortable just letting them try and grab what they can. We're going to try and grab all of this. We might even grab this one as well, just to really push them out. We'll grab these first, move up, grab these, because it's going to be very difficult for them to come down here once we've actually got the troops from their starting provinces. Okay, and then I guess the war begins. Basically managing 4 different armies here. So we have 3 attacking, our immediate borders. And then we've got 1 down here, which I think by itself can probably quickly tidy up some of these provinces surrounding the Levant. And, of course, what is this area called? Don't tell me. Sinai? Yeah, it is Sinai. Okay, let's quickly keep an eye on this, because they may have more troops than I'm expecting. Are they really not going to... Oh, okay, right. Ignore me. I'm looking at completely the wrong province. Not a big deal. Doesn't matter. These things happen, okay? I was concerned that fog of war was going to cause us some issues, but no, it was a completely separate empire. Okay. Duchy of where? Sorry? Oh, we've also started grabbing some of the Baltic. Baltic? Balkans? Baltic. There's definitely Baltic. Let's get those two confused. Kind of understandable. They're fairly similar. In name. Just name, preferably. Not in terms of geography or anything else. Our bishop is shit, so let's hire ourselves a better bishop. Excuse me, I need myself... We can also gain 25... Oh, we just gain tech points for doing that. Sure, sold. Yeah, I want to invite a Holy Man to court, and I would like to do that a couple of times. Okay, he's better, I guess. So that's not saying much, but he is better. Start proselytizing. This is going to cause a lot of religious issues, isn't it? I might regret doing this. Okay, let's put these boats down, seeing as the troops got here much faster than the boats did at the end of the day. Blessed has passed. He looks very blessed with his potentially racist makeup there, and his scary wife. You want a drink, Spoonskin? Thank you. Good. Loyal servant. Excellent. Not that I really care about that too much. Right, so that's going fine. We've finished our first siege. Again, we just need a top-level holding. So the second we finish the siege, we're immediately going to move into the next province. A son called Au Contraire. He's incredible. He's a prodigy. Au Contraire, the sixth. There he is. Oh my god, we've got to make this kid better than our current character. My god. I don't think that Curious conflicts with Prodigy, so I'm going to go with Curious because this mod that I'm using, the Vanilla Congenital Traits mod, is very, very old, and I think it actually might have been implemented before Conclave changed the education, so I think we're fine. Heritage, Faith, don't worry about it, it's fine. Let's go for... Oh, no, I want to Simon and Guardian. I'm not trying to marry my own son, I promise. Who's going to educate him? I mean, we might do an okay job. We may do an okay job. That gave us stewardship and learning. Oh, great. I kind of wanted to keep the diplomacy, to be honest with you, seeing as that's apparently not what we're good at. Or it is what we're good at, seeing as that's our only education. We do have 22 diplomacy for a naive appeaser. I guess he's very, very good at it. He's just not interested, you know? He just doesn't care. Groom and Heir will take a very long time to achieve. Let's have a Dorset instead and hope that it comes out a son. It's a shame you can't set the ambition to just have another son. That'd be kind of nice. Okay, let's put that one down. Okay. How are we looking? So they're not actually going to take back much land. Those are raiders, so let's not worry about that. Okay, we've got 152 more. Is that the entire Empire's troops? So we've still got more people moving over. So there's no way in hell they've moved all the way from over, like, Brittany yet. We've also got to take Leon at some point, but that's if we want to carry on to the next levels of the Roman Empire. And I don't want to extend the campaign longer than would be interesting to watch. I think getting Rome, flipping over to Polition would be fun, and I don't think you guys need to watch me conquer every single border. So this is going to be good. This is going to be great, because I've never done a Roman Empire as a Catholic, let alone a heresy, or a Christian, I should say, let alone as a heresy either. So this is going to be pretty huge. Now, I have to be sure that I get everything, because this is a separate province as well. We've got to make sure we grab all these little islands, and there's like also a fortress here in Cairo, which apparently we're missing. Just any highlighted provinces I need to be very, very diligent with. Because if we miss any, obviously, we've got to wait years or assassinate the Seljuqs. We go to war with the Seljuqs again, which is not going to be fun at all. Right, this one's about to finish. Done. Move him south. What's next? So this siege is the next one to finish. So done with that, we'll move him south as well. Actually, we'll move him up, and then we'll move this army back up as well. Or we'll go to, like, this one next immediately. Right, okay. Battles, we're up 39% war score. And again, if things start getting a little out of control, we could just immediately surrender and take, as long as we've got 100%, enforced demands. Even though we'll miss out on everything else, we'll take whatever we went to war for. So, it doesn't matter too much. What did we go for? Was it Al Jazeera in the end? Hey, that's cool. That's actually massive. We're going to get a huge empire out of this, and just almost solely from sieging the places that we actually wanted in the first place. Right, okay, let's move over here. It's going to be a big old Rome, let's put it that way. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Right, we could assault these down. Do I want to? I feel like just having pure troop count might be better than trying to push it too far. Oh, you know what? You head to that one next. Instruct everyone he's found. Right, okay, so these guys are no longer sieging, so let's move them south. Good. These guys are finished, these guys are finished, these guys are still going. Good, awesome. This is good. I like having the siege in the outliner because it makes it a lot easier to sort of keep track of things here. Okay, they are actually moving troops out. So we need to be very, very careful of that. Okay, they got 4,000 men. They got 19,000 in tow, 22,000 overall. Put our best commanders on this one because it looks like they are swinging for Guillaume, Gottfried, and Maurice. It looks like they are going for the retinue here, which is obviously the best news we could ask for. And let Gary to move them south because I have a feeling this could hurt if we don't reinforce. What was that noise? Council of Discontent. Oh, no, they are content. Good. All right. Keeping on that 20,000 stack. Don't worry about anything else for now. Okay, they are moving north. So we're going to quickly reinforce that as well. Battle's going to start. We're going to move in with the retinues, and we are going to absolutely thwomp them. Look at that. Incredible. 77%, 19,000 losses versus 2,855. Move them south again. I was told over Discord I could disable shattered retreats in the defiance.lure. I've done that. Still not working. Still not working. Pretty sure it's actually just impossible to disable it. Oh, unless it actually has worked. That's why I saw the shattered retreat flag then for a second. Unless it was the just the regular retreat flag. Either way. Last time I tried disabling it through the game rules, like I said in the save game, but it turns out you can just mess around with the lure file a little bit there. It's only the same as editing any other file in CK2 at the end of the day. Okay, so fingers crossed we won't have that to deal with. But again, I haven't turned off siege assaults. Go figure we start with that. We might as well finish with it. And shattered retreat does nothing but slow everyone down. They're not going to win if they manage to retreat, you know, 1,000 troops. So it's a bit pointless. Right, all the sieges are... Oh, this siege is done. Nice. Merge those guys together. Let's move south and grab this one as well. Like I said, we are going to grab all of these. And then when this sort is done, they can actually start moving up into the areas surrounding Jerusalem. Right, you are almost done. Just got to keep an eye on these troops coming up as well. Grab those, grab those. We'll bring some boats down to grab those also. Let's just set Constantinople as the only fleet point it is. Alright, how many troops we got? 10,000, so we can raise those and be safe. And in fact, I think, like I've said before, HIP changes the amount of troops you can put on a boat, so that's nothing to concern ourselves with too much. Right, keep an eye on those 15,000. Where are they going? They're retreating. They walked all the way over here, and now they are gone. I'm going to accuse that man of sodomy, because why the hell not? We're 100% war score, so again, we could just end it and take all of this and obviously all of Algeria, but that would be a horrible, horrible idea. Right, merge them and move them south. Excellent. In fact, we could probably split that in half. Move half south, take this other faction and move them even more further south. Super south. How are they doing? I can't imagine these provinces are particularly well fortified, so they are done. Let's move those guys over. This is a quick war. Honestly, when you consider the actual scale of things, given that it's this versus this, it's actually gone surprisingly well. Like, really, we've had, what, one scuffle with them, and that's been it? Oh, shit. Now, that could be a problem. Oh, wow, okay. Sizable. In or at the size of that rebellion. Okay, then. What we're going to do, then, bring these boats round. We'll pick up this unit, and we'll get them over to that rebellion to deal with it as soon as possible. Along with the troops we've already got down there, obviously. Right, get on the boats. Got to keep an eye on that 20,000 stat that is sort of creeping around. Tentatively creeping. Right, let's move them up here. Now let's move you up as well. Luckily they did finish that siege before we had to get rid of them, along with the other troops, which did have to abandon that one, so we'll have to deal with that later. Is that the same province? Yeah, just wanted to make sure that wasn't like a separate little, tiny little village inside the desert. Right, get rid of you. Alright, how are we doing? These are fine. So move these down. 26,000 stats. Just going back and forth and back and forth. I feel like they're trying to avoid attrition or something, and it's just not going well for them. So we need to be careful around these mountains, because obviously if they move down with the 26,000 stack and our troops around the other side of the mountains, that's when things are going to get messy and we're going to start taking a lot of losses. Just keep it up. They're pissing off again. They are taking a lot of attrition too, which is great news for us. They're basically killing their own troops faster than we can. Okay, so those two are almost done. We'll move those straight across the top here and start with... Oh, no, no, this is Al Jazeera. Oh, no, some are Room, though, and Trebizond as well, so we'll grab these as quickly as possible. Right. Merge and fly. Let's get our best commanders on these, because we are severely outnumbered in this area. Oh, we were. Oh, they've spread out quite significantly. Okay, I didn't need to send this many troops after all. But, you know, we can drop them off at 11 instead. So we actually get paranoid then. What is that facial hair? Honestly, seriously, my guy. Oh my god, these beards. That is awesome. You've got to admit. You can't really see it because of his armor, but that's pretty impressive, huh? We're going to stick with that one. Okay. Quickly kill these ones. That shouldn't take us too long. I want to deal with this rebellion first, because obviously we're well ahead in the war with the Seljuqs, so I'm not too concerned about that one. Right, quickly take you out. And while they're here, in fact, they could siege these provinces that we got kicking around. No, Shadow Retreat is definitely still on. Well, that's very annoying. Just impossible to disable it. Unless HIP update, but no, that's not on Steam Workshop, so God knows how that would happen. Right, let's merge these guys, quickly take that out, and then... Oh, do we want to take... Well, we've got to come back this way anyway. We might as well crush the rebellion first. Right, how are we doing over here? This one is done, so move south. This one is done, so move across. This one is just about to finish. Zealous. Nice. That's going to help with the piety. We've already got enough anyway to become the Paulician Patriarch, so we're fine with that. Okay. Where is that? So their armies have just completely disappeared, huh? Oh, they're there. Okay, they're kicking around there. Are they at war with anyone else? I assume... Oh, yeah, look at this. Rebels. Rebels. They're at war with this guy, whoever he is. A Tibetan dude. Impressive, okay. Oh, the Tibetan Basin, in fact, is formed. Oh, no, this is the Tibetan Basin. This is actually just Tibet. It's very confusing. Alright. This is fine. Now, I've got to also remember to grab these as well. Sorry, I'm trying to keep a very close eye on where his army's going to, whilst also keeping an eye on the sieges, so I'm sort of stretching my eyes out here. We could use the outliner, but that's way too easy. What are you talking about? Right, get rid of these. This one should be done with this. That should crush this rebellion. They're done for. Thank you. Goodbye. Perfect. Now, hopefully that will keep the rebellions down for a little bit. Now, I'm also going to check the rebellion revolt risk. Got a random province there that's quite high revolt. What the hell? Okay. 7% different culture group. Minor poor district. Peasant unrest. Okay, that explains a lot. And the vile blood of Emperor Au Contraire. Classic. 40 martial? 40 martial. On a base game character. That's absolutely nuts. Alright then. Let's go collect ourselves... No. Wait, no, I don't want to collect... Do I want to collect ourselves? I suppose. Why not? We're not going to be doing much building right now. Everything else looks fine to me. Might as well bring you home to scheme. We were trying to kidnap the Seljuk Caliph, but obviously that didn't really end up doing much. Right, okay. That war is done. So go and siege this. Then we'll head up and maybe fight their army, which is doing something. They're attacking the... What the hell are they doing? They're just randomly walking over to Egypt? Oh, now they're going back again. He's just drilling his troops. It doesn't seem like the most appropriate... Oh, he's trying to counter-siege. Of course you are. Oh, he's actually got two provinces here, so be careful of that. Right, so we've just won another siege. Again, got to be careful of his troops, but seeing as they're apparently pissing around down in Egypt, I'm not too concerned. We'll just go back and grab these later on, but we'll leave some of these for last. Similar, I think what we'll do is we'll pick the troops back up, move them, grab these, because that includes an island, move up here, grab this one as well, while we're just sieging bits and bobs. This one isn't part of... Yeah, we've got to be careful we're not sieging part of the war goal that we're going to get either way. Let's see how we fare. We are taking a river crossing here, but you got to remember our troop count is absolutely nuts, and we've got some absurd commanders. What have they got? 12, 20, and 0. Okay, we're going to absolutely wreck them on the right flank. Left flank is probably going to fall pretty quick as well when we get into cavalry stage, which, speaking of which, Fitzwell's upon me while my wife is pregnant. Fantastic. Okay, let's see how we do. Honestly, they're doing well for themselves, but, you know, when it comes down to it, annihilated. 20,000 losses versus 6,000 losses. They are going into shattered retreat. Got to be careful they don't counter siege with like 3,000 men kicking around, because they could very, very easily do that. Let's move around to this province and grab it as soon as possible. Rebel uprising. Seriously? Oh shit, that's all the way down the other side of the map. Don't know if I can be bothered with that. That really does suck. Well, apparently, sorry? 67,000 unraised troops? What? How have we got 67,000 unraised troops? Are you lying? Raised, unraised, max total. I have no idea. Doesn't matter too much. Let's not worry about it. Okay, zoom in. Let's see what we've got. So the siege is almost finished there as well. We've got, oh nice, the sieges up here are going very, very quickly. Let's take out that army because it looks like they could counter-siege quite quickly. There's one thing I'm going to get concerned about, right? When they actually start getting their shit together and start counter-sieging the stuff, the more we siege, the more they've got to counter-siege, and then it's just going to be that constant sort of back and forth, you know, him versus them, pushing, trying to keep control of provinces. That's when things get a massive, massive pain. For now, though, we're absolutely blazing along. I just want to make sure we've got all the key sites to Rome. I don't really care much about getting stuff beyond that. Alright, we can assault this one down, which I'm going to do because I need, like I said, to start spinning things up a little bit. Thank you. We're going to put these 12 troops down. Appreciate you wanting to join us. How many men have they got? 4,200. I mean, we may be able to win it with this one with good commanders, but I'm not going to risk that. I'm not too concerned about it. Just see what they get up to, really. It's not like it's part of Rome. They're actually offering a surrender. We're going to say no. Obviously, we're going to say a no. Oh, God, there's people in Constantinople. Ugh. Okay, you know what, just stand nearby, I guess, because we don't want to just get annihilated by those, by that uprising. Okay, that's Trebizond as well, so let's grab this one. You are Rum, so let's move south. Rum, by the way, it just means Rome. Just means Rome. It's what the Seljuqs named it when they took it from, the Byzantine Empire, which obviously called themselves Rome. I'll have some maids dispatched. A new child. That's good news. Please don't be a daughter. So backup someone would be good, because I have a feeling education under the character we've got right now gonna be a little questionable, let's put it that way. I don't know why we're going for this. We don't really want it. It's across a... Wait, what? That's ours? I didn't even know that was a province. Who is this poor guy? Some random French dude all the way down in the Arabian desert. Sure. Why the hell not? Oh, we can assault this one down. I'm gonna do it. I feel like we need to start being a little bit speedier with some of these assaults. Obviously, the longer we leave it, the more rebellions are gonna pop up and stack up, and then it's gonna be out of hand in no time. Eglantine. That's almost a good name, Eglantine. We've got to have some still loaded in the back burner here that we haven't seen for a while. Bourgeoisie. Did we have a bourgeoisie last generation? We had a non? We did not. Oh, we did. My sister is called Bourgeoisie. That's Karl woman. Is she good? She's another prodigy. Absolutely welcome aboard. Paulicians wouldn't happen to be divine blood, would they? They don't practice They don't practice the whole intermarriage thing. I mean, this is Europe in the Middle Ages, so they do. Oh my god, this is a mess. We're winning. Oh, it's the retinue. Okay. Wait till we're past the archers. Watch this. I think the retinue actually might be able to... Oh my god, the Pope is doing it again. He's waiting until we're doing Invasion Castabella, and then he's actually declared a crusade. You big shit, Pope. Okay, watch this. I think we actually might just be able to... Oh, there we go. Get dusted. Holy shit. What was that? 5,000 losses versus 16,000 losses. I was actually starting to bring down other troops because I thought it was a lost cause. We are going to merge these troops now because the retinues are getting fairly thin on the ground, unfortunately. They've been through a lot here. Man, they are actually starting to mobilize a little bit now, huh? Managed to get some troops all the way over from everywhere else in the world. Okay. It's when things start getting... Oh, it's going to get a little messy. Let's go for the war goal. Just like quickly siege down the war goals now. Shit. Okay. I really don't want to be dragged into this because the longer we leave it, the more control of things we're going to lose. Big shout out to our insane top tier level patrons for making this series possible in the first place. A big thank you to Harik, Alpha Scuff, Asuna Kirito, Atmosis, Average Gamer 419, Vaniel Sedini, Conspired Z, Crosis, Escape, Facunda Vasquez, Heydog, Jimbo, Josh Lundeen Tesla, Loris, Michael Mullen, Necrophilin, Pelvis Presley, Sean Thornton, Tom Terry 18, Vacuous Backers, Wolfscent, and Zazzy7011. Thank you all for your support, the insane tier levels on Patreon. And a big thank you as well to Gray, Nathaniel Lundberg, Llewellyn Thomas, Arakira, Asaro, Betimus Max, Chris, Crazy Pat, Don, Donconnor217, Gabriel Van Ders, Gaz, Genji Zerka, Hajidumar, Hancock, Noah... Oh god, my list. Help me. Let me scroll down. Right, there we go. This always happens. Icy the Great, Jay Lara, James Barnes, You're Under Breeze, John Holiday, Jordan Campbell, Joseph Beard, Justin Plock, Nathan Flores, Nick, Panther Pearl, People for the Ethical Treatment of Animals,